Hi everyone, Andrew here. I'm filming in a weird location, so I apologize for the lighting and also the very, very white backdrop. I'm filming in my room right now, which is purely painted white, and it's about midnight, and I have to be a little bit quiet because my dad is downstairs sleeping. But there was a subject I wanted to talk about. There's a story that's been on my mind for the last few days that started or essentially came together when I was an undergrad, and it's a very interesting story that had a big impact on me, and I wanted to just share it with all of you and as a reminder of the kind of influence and impact you can have on other people. So I was a tour guide throughout my final years of undergrad, my fourth year and my fifth year specifically, and I was a volunteer tour guide the years before. And I remember during orientation week, so when all the new students have arrived on campus, I was running around helping with a bunch of things, and a random student ran up to me and flagged me down. They actually ran across the field to catch me. And I was like, I have no idea who you are, but hello. And they said, you probably don't remember me. You probably don't know who I am, but several months ago, you gave me a campus tour when I was picking universities. And you need to understand that I wasn't considering choosing my university at the time, the university that we went to. They were sort of settled on other places. They weren't too sure about how they felt when it came to our university. But they told me that the tour that I took them on was one of the biggest reasons why they ended up choosing our university, because that tour ended up really showing them what campus had in store for them, or what campus could be for them if they decided to come here. And even if they didn't, no matter where they went, the kind of student and person they could be. And through that tour, they ended up being able to see who they could be on campus, and they chose our university. And the students stopped me to let me know that they were very grateful for the tour, and also to let me know that that tour had a massive impact on their life. And I ended up getting to know that student very well over the course of the next months and years. It's been really interesting seeing that student really grow and flourish, I guess is a fancy word for it, but really develop themselves as a person and grow into their own identity on campus these last few years. And the interesting thing about that is I don't remember ever giving that tour. To me, that was just a regular day in the park, so to speak. I had been giving hundreds of tours over the years, so this was another run-of-the-mill one. But that tour ended up having a massive impact on this one person. So I know that's kind of like a weird story, but I guess the big lesson here is that sometimes we don't remember or realize the kind of impact we're having on other people as we go about our days. Drew Dudley gave a really cool TED Talk called The Lollipop Moment, or I think that's actually the book. I'll check after and add it at the end. But basically in this talk, he shares his story when he was working on campus about a very embarrassing interaction he had with two students that was really funny and was a hilarious story. And it ended up leaving a massive impact on those two students who shared their stories with him down the road. And similar to my experience, he didn't remember that specific interaction, but it had a huge impact on those two students. So basically, in both cases, remember the sort of influence and impact that you have on other people as you're going about your days, because oftentimes the moments that you may not remember or you may not treat as a big deal could be a massive deal to someone else. So basically, be kind when possible. Yeah. Also, I apologize for the weird hair. I haven't cut my hair in a while. Usually I cut my own hair, and sometimes it turns out really well, but because of lockdown, I don't know why, but it has not been going well. I have these weird sides growing out that I need to cut, so I'm looking forward to when barbers are open, and I can go get my hair cut by someone who knows what they're doing. Also, let me know what you think about this style of video, if you enjoy just me turning on the camera and kind of telling a story with some sort of lesson to it, or if you kind of prefer that sort of structured style that some of my other content is like, or any ideas that you have for me. I'm all ears. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what's going on in your lives as you're going through classes in university or just life in general. And that's it. I'm going to stop ranting and have yourselves a wonderful night. Good night.